At the foundation of every social order is a concept of law and government and individual rights. For most of the history of our country, this foundation was the Bible, the Word of God, including both the Old and New Testaments. All of the original 13 states expressed in their constitutions that the Christian faith was the foundation of law, and the laws of each of those states were designed to secure the protection of its exercise. Contrast this with Communist Russia's policy that provided for freedom of religious beliefs but gave no freedom to exercise those beliefs absent government approval. The state where I live, Maryland, adopted a constitution which included the following wording in Article 36 of the Maryland Declaration of Rights: that as it is the duty of every man to worship God in such manner as he, the person, thinks most acceptable to him, God, all persons are equally entitled to protection in their religious liberty. Wherefore no person ought by any law to be molested in his person or estate on account of his religious persuasion or profession or his religious practice, unless under the color of religion he shall disturb the good order, peace, or safety of the state, or shall infringe the laws of morality, or injure others in their natural or religious rights. The Maryland Constitution goes on to state that nothing shall prohibit or require the making reference to belief in, reliance upon, or invoking the aid of God or a supreme being in any governmental or public document, proceeding, activity, ceremony, school, institution, or place. Now, recently, the state of Indiana, in an attempt to secure religious freedom, has adopted a religious freedom law written primarily to protect businesses from being forced to participate in activities that are in violation of their religious beliefs. These fundamental religious rights are wholly consistent with the American view of law and government, which is based on a biblical view of law and government. This is explicitly made clear in the Declaration of Independence, which makes reference to the laws of nature and of nature's God, and the supreme judge of the world. Our founders believed and declared that there truly does exist a higher law than man-made law. This higher law reflects the will of the Creator and exists as part of His created order. You see, the first principle of freedom is this: there is a Creator God. He determines right and wrong, good and evil, not man. And what follows is the second most important principle of freedom. Our rights come from God, not government. Therefore, they're not subject to the repeal or restrictions of human laws. When it comes to this higher moral law, in theory, you break the law. But in reality, the law and its consequence breaks you. One can easily see the truth of this when considering the physical laws. If you decide to break the law of gravity by jumping off the dome of the Capitol building, the God-ordained law of gravity would, in fact, break you before you break it. When America, Indiana, or any other people groups or nations decide to throw off their acknowledgement of God and His authority, whether they realize it or not, they are abandoning their only hope for peace and security. To break the moral laws will have the same results as breaking the physical laws. The transgressors can fully expect to find themselves, well, broken. This is Jake MacAulay with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.